Good afternoon, traders. Joseph here from Eightcap. Welcome to part 2 of Monday's Outlook videos. This one is focusing on the economic calendar and some of the high impact news that's coming up this week. So this is the economic calendar that is found in the client portal. It's available to all Eightcap clients and account holders. So let's get into it. So today we had retail sales come out in Australia, 0.5%. There's a few things coming out this week for the Aussie. So we have the CPI coming out, and also Governor-elect Bullock speaking as well. So there'll be a little bit to watch on the Aussie going on. So now Tuesday we don't have anything really high impact coming out. There is a bank holiday today in the UK, and just some other things really. Just really moving on from Friday's speech from Fed Chair Powell and some of the comments that were seen, and just in regards, I think traders will be looking to see, more data coming in from obviously from the NFP late in the week, and just how that's going to equate to how the US economy is doing at the moment. If it's too hot, will we see any more hints about rate rises? Powell did say that they're prepared to put rates up further, and didn't really kick the dollar off though during the weekend. It was a different session for the dollar. We saw a bit of an up move and a down move, and it was a flat finish. Stocks finished higher as well. So I think the markets will be looking to see any influences coming in to gauge those comments from Friday. So on to Wednesday, I've just noted we have CPI for Australia. That's going to be quite important to see if it continues to come in lower and what that will do for interest rates locally. We also have CPI coming from Germany, and we have harmonized index of consumer prices as well. We also have ADP employment change coming in from the US, and gross domestic product coming out of the US. So that is the advance is normally the one to watch. So this one may not be as get the markets going as possibly like the advance does, but it's definitely worth watching to see how GDP is tracking in the US. Now on to Thursday, we have non-manufacturing PMI coming out in China. With China's economy at the moment, I think a lot of people will be watching to see how this data does come in, and the MBS manufacturing PMI also out of China. Retail sales coming out of Germany, harmonized index of consumer prices in the EU, and the core as well from the EU. And just moving over, more consumer prices coming out of the EU, and also we have the core personal consumption expenditures coming out of the US, and both of those as well. So 4.2 and 0.2, and moving over to Friday, which is probably the most important of the week, and just looking here, there's a few things coming out on Friday. We have the Kaiser manufacturing PMI out of China, CPI out of Switzerland, gross domestic product out of Canada, average hourly earnings out of the US, and the non-farm payrolls and unemployment as well. We want to watch it coming out of the US as well. So they're looking for 170k. Previous it was 187. Anything hotter that coming in higher than expected or above 187, that could be an issue. Could set the dollar on an upward momentum, and if it does miss badly to the downside, we think they'll have a negative effect on the dollar, and could also help stocks as well. So anything too far above could show the economy is too hot, and coming in worse than expected, we'll be looking at to sort of help risk markets. And just to finish up on early Saturday, we have the ISM manufacturing PMI that's coming out as well. But I think the real attention this week will be on the CPI, and locally for Aussie traders, I think the Australian CPI will be one watched as well, as if that continues to fall as it has done, I think that may just continue to take some of the edge off rate rises. So there's a lot of speculation now in Australia that we could have seen the end of rate rises. We may see one more, but people are thinking now it's peak rate, and we could even see some rate cuts into 2024. So these will be some of the things we'll be watching this week, and just to finalize that for Saturday, we just discussed that PMI, and there's some Chinese data as well. There's the Kaisen Services PMI, and that will be some of the keys coming. Sorry, that's next week. I'll just go back up. Sorry, I just went a little bit ahead of myself. So we can see just here that the ISM manufacturing PMI and that rates decision will be coming out next week, but we'll touch on that next week. So just to recap again, so the NFP will definitely be the key this week, and some of that Aussie data. So thank you very much for your time. Sorry about that little mix-up then jumping into next week, and we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them on the video or jump onto our live chat, and we'd love to hear your comments. So thanks again, all the best for the rest of the week trading wise, and definitely don't miss out on watching the non-farm payrolls later in the week. Thanks again, and bye for now.